Hello, this is Travis Truman, and this is my latest video. Now, in an earlier video, I stated that there would be no further book reviews. Okay? But I've recently purchased a book, okay, that I believe that I have to speak about today. Now, the purpose of this isn't so much to review the book, but to issue a philosophy challenge, okay, to society and other philosophers, and also to discuss a particular issue. Now, I'm going to show you the book now that I've purchased. There it is. It's 50 philosophy ideas that you really need to know, and it's by Ben Dupre. Now, the particular part of the book that I found to be the most inaccurate and deranged was on page 192, article number 48, or chapter 48. Now, the subject is theories of punishment. I'm going to show you that there. Okay, now just briefly, all societies, human societies, are based on the notion that that they have the right to judge and inflict harm and punishment on individuals, supposedly because of the actions that they choose to undertake. Now, of course, anybody who knows from my website, okay, that the whole premise of the justice system, the legal system, has got absolutely no legitimacy, makes no sense, and is absolutely irrational religious garbage. What they claim constitutes justice, what they say is just, is an absolute perversion and travesty of justice. Now, according to this book and society, and I quote, "The mark of any civilized society, many would say, is its capacity to defend the rights of its citizens, to protect them from arbitrary treatment and harm from the state or other individuals, to allow them full political expression and to guarantee freedom of speech and movement." And yet you completely contradict yourself straight away by trying to inflict extreme harm on individuals via your ridiculous punishment systems. Okay? And I've heard the defences before. Okay? They're all an appeal to consequences fallacy. But anyway, these things don't represent truth. These are just fascist dictates made up by society. Now, okay. Another aspect that he discusses is it's no more than they deserve. This is the argument that it's all right to punish people, and the justice system is righteous because it's what they deserve. Well, again, that's just circular reasoning. And not only that, it doesn't even make sense because they do not deserve to be harmed by society. Why do they deserve to be harmed by society? You know, it just doesn't make sense. It's really just begging the question. Okay? Now, you know, I say this, where did you get your so-called truths from? Where did you get these truths from? Where did these principles of justice and punishment come from? They don't make any sense. I can beat you and any of your legal or philosophical men on every single point about the punishment of criminals. And I, Travis Truman, seer of forbidden truth, challenge every single member of society to defeat me. I challenge Ben Dupre. I challenge Stephen Law. These philosophers. I challenge them to come and try and refute my forbidden truths about the legal and justice system. Okay? Now, the fact is, society never has any right to punish anybody. All society does is it just simply fascistly dictates what it claims to be true or reasonable, and then asks you to simply disprove its position, much in the way a religious person just says, well, prove God doesn't exist. Well, they're making the claims, they've got to prove it. But even be that as it may, I can disprove all of these claims as being nothing but irrational, insane drivel anyways. And I can, and I do so, on my website. Okay? So, and as you see here, he also goes on about the Hebrew Bible as being an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. See, this again doesn't make sense because the basis, is something that is just a ridiculous religious claim. There's no foundation. The foundation is faulty. And besides that, if you can take an eye for an eye, why shouldn't people who have been abused by society then be justified to commit crimes because they're taking an eye for an eye against society, the very society that originally attacked them? You see? Okay, and I'd like to make one more quick argument on this video. The author of this book, at the end, claims that perhaps the best argument in favour of the death penalty, which is the most perverse societal act of all, it's the most unjust act possible, the best argument in favour of this insane penalty, is it is preferable or less cruel than a life behind bars, and therefore an offender should be given a choice whether to live or die. Well, that's not being given a choice at all, folks. It's insane. And furthermore, society, with its illegitimacy, has given you the other option of life imprisonment. If life imprisonment is so unjust and cruel, then all you've got to do is fix the state of the prison system. All you've got to do is stop locking people up in prisons that are just violent animal cages. It's not a justification for you to start killing or murdering these victims of society who you label criminals on the grounds that you maltreat them. That's not an argument at all, and just is further testament to this Ben Dupre that he just simply doesn't know what he's doing. He's meant to be a philosopher. He's meant to be a man of reason, and that's the best he could do. Ben Dupre? Absolutely pathetic. And I see you take up my challenge. Now, you can find more information on this topic and the philosophy challenge, and why society can't punish criminals and how bizarre all of its claims and reasons for doing so are, at my website. This has been Seer Travis Truman with Truth TV episode 14. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you have the sanity the courage and the insight to realise that the justice system is just a load of garbage. All of its principles are irrational, they are insane, and they're demented, and they just don't hold water.